Hello everyone. If you're there waiting, I'm just getting stuff ready. Should take a moment. Can someone type something in chat because I can't see the chat? Hang on. This is much more complicated than I anticipated. Okay, there are 8 people, but somehow I cannot access my own chat for some reason. Let me download YouTube quickly. Sorry about this, guys. Jesus Christ. Okay. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Just trying to get my chat, but it's not showing for some unknown reason. Let me go to Discord as well. I'm gonna. Can someone type something in chat, please? Let's see. Why am I not getting any messages on chat? Okay, let me just quickly run through things. Okay, so here's the paper that we're going to be. Oh, I haven't shown it yet. 1 second. Let me just show you guys the paper that we're going to be going through. So right here should be up now, hopefully. Okay. Why is it in this weird format? Okay, that should be fine. So here's the paper. Wait, you can't type. You can't type. Okay, hang on. Why can't you type? Jesus Christ, there's so many complications with this. Okay. 1 moment, guys. I'm such a noob when it comes to streaming. I'm really terrible. Sorry about this. I can see Alan, you're typing. Yes, hi Alan. Testing, thank you. But some people can access the chat, some people can't. I think if you're using like Safari or something, you won't be able to access the chat for some reason. And then hang on, I need to do something quickly. Which one is this? No, it's not this. Is it this that I can move? No, it's not that. All right, yeah, that's more aligned, better aligned, please. No. There we go, that's better. Hello, everyone. Okay, some people can access the chat, some people can't. I'm not sure why. Sorry, this might take a little while, but don't worry, we're gonna start soon. Oh, and also, I haven't started playing the music. Jesus. Okay, 1 sec. At least some nice music in the background. Can you guys hear the music? Can someone confirm that you guys can hear the music? Let me check. I'll be also checking my Discord chat. Okay, you guys can hear the music. Okay, cool. So I can't really stream on Discord because I want to grow the audience as well. So that's why I'm streaming on YouTube rather than Discord, just so we can get more people joining our Discord server. But you're more than welcome to speak on the Discord. But I think, you know what, if everything goes badly today, tomorrow, actually, regardless of what happens today, tomorrow I'll do like a stream on Discord, so we'll go through like together as a group. on Discord itself. Hopefully that will be fine. Also, I just noticed my chat on my computer is a bit like slightly late compared to the YouTube. Wait, and now why isn't it still okay? It's more like okay. Sorry. Okay, let's crack on, guys. We got a paper up. It's paper 2. Should be fun. I'll try. I got like so many devices in front of me right now. iPad, iPhone, then computer, and yeah, it's very inefficient. So let's see how this goes. But hopefully it will be fine. What can I need to listen to some music as well. If I can hear myself. Oh god, this is awful. Okay. Well, I guess no music for me. I could connect to my AirPods. Anyway, so the chat, I got it up somehow. So let's crack on with the paper. I'm just thinking, how should we go about doing this paper? So I can give you guys on each question, well, depending on the question, of course. On the harder questions, I'll give you more time. But on these simple questions, for example, right now, I'll give you, say, less than a minute each. They're pretty simple. Let me see what Alan, what did you send me on Discord? Let me check. Alan, you want to widen? Oh, right. You want to? Okay. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Okay. Let me fix stuff up. So hang on. Let me unlock all these. Wait, don't move this, please. Okay, there we go. So move this. But now it looks weird. Now there are like some gray areas behind that you can't even see probably. Wait, how does it look on YouTube? Let me check. On YouTube it looks really weird. Jesus, okay. Let me think. What can we do? I mean, nah, let's put it all back. Don't like this format. All right, okay, let's just start with the paper. Why not? It's yeah, let's just start with the paper. That's it. So if you guys have any questions throughout us going throughout the paper, please feel free to either drop in a message in chat or go to Discord and do it. Oh, is this AQA? I wasn't supposed to tell you, but how did you know it was AQA? Twix, how did you know it was AQA? It is AQA. Just don't look up the mark scheme, by the way, guys, while we are going through it. But it is. Oh, so many people join in Discord. That's good. All right. So let me just get all my calculator. I'm using my old GCSE calculator because my A-level calculator is not available, so I'll be struggling with my quadratic equations, but that's fine. Factorizations and stuff. It's going to be cool to refresh because in A-levels, you don't do it. You do it with a calculator. Solving quadratic equations. So, all right, let's start with this. So, let's go through the first question. Circle the fraction that is equivalent to 3.875. I would like to remind you guys that this is a calculator paper. It's a paper 2. So all you need to do for the first one is literally put 3.875 onto your calculator. Your calculator gives you the answer, and then it should be 31/8. Pretty easy. Next up, what is 50%? What is 50 as a percentage of 20? You need to show what the increase is from 20 to 50. So all you need to do really is 50 divided by 20, or that's how I would go about. Actually, I'm going to show you my way of doing this one. Let's see. So imagine if 50 is 100%. Oh wait, hang on. No, not 50 is 100%. 20 is 100%. That's right. We start with 20. This is 100%. 50 is what we want to get. I learned kind of this weird method once. I don't know if it would be useful, but it's like a cross like this. So what you have to do is you have to do 50 times 100 divided by 20, and that will give you your answer. So again, 50 times 100 divided by 20, that will be 250, 250%. So we circle it. That's the method I was taught. Well, not really was taught, I kind of just learned it myself. Let me read the chat. So AQA has multiple choice at the start, Excel doesn't. Yeah, to be honest, all the content-wise, they're all the same, all the exam boards. Yeah, the layout does look similar. It's literally because all the exam boards are pretty much the same. I always find it funny that AQA maths has lines. Yeah, it is pretty weird. All right, so carrying on then. Circle a point that does not lie on the curve y equals to x cubed. Anyone want to try answer this question on chat or in Discord? I'll give you guys a minute to think. And let me open up my Discord on my phone. Let's see. Is this your AQA? Yes, it is. It is. Alan, you're saying the first. That question is so hard. Wait, which one? Yes, which one? Which question is so hard? Ooh, people joining our Discord server. Fantastic. All right, let's go. Yeah, I mean, this one could be a bit of a weird one. So the key to this one is, think about what would x cubed look like, and how would you say it? You don't even need to imagine, never mind. You don't even need to imagine what it would look like. All you need to do is pick a coordinate and substitute it into your equation. So let's pick, let's go with this one first. That's our first option. So let's put -1/2 into our x, because remember, when coordinates are written it's x, comma y, like this. So let's put this into our x here. So we write y is equals to -1/2 all cubed, which means -1/2 times -1/2 3 times, and just plop that into your calculator. minus a half. My mental maths is really terrible, guys, by the way, so forgive me for using the calculator for this one. So it's -1/8. Okay, this one matches. So the first one is not the answer. Alan, I think did you say it was the first one? Yeah, we're going through the third one. Wait, guys, can you hear me, by the way, on YouTube? And someone was asking, is AQA easier than Excel? Yep, it is. Oh, hang on. Am I currently? Yes, I am writing on paper. Why isn't it showing up? Hang on. What's going on? That can't be right. Hang on. Oh God, I'm so sorry, guys. Yes, thank you for pointing out. I didn't know I wasn't even writing on the paper. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay, let me put it back in. Sorry about this, guys. Technical difficulties are always perceived. So, let me just enlarge the window with this. Okay, there we go. All right, hopefully that's better. Can you see the writing now? Let me test it. Okay, I can see the writing here. Let me check if on YouTube it shows up. Uno secondo, guys. Let me just check. Dun, dun, dun. All right, seems like it's working. Also, YouTube Live goes a couple of seconds late, so that's not big problem, but it's a bit annoying. Why is there such a lag with the stream? Jesus. Okay, anyway. So, this tool, OBS, that I'm using for streaming is pretty hard to navigate, and it doesn't even tell me like what to do or how to do. I did random things, so the stream is kind of laggy, not in a sense that it just has a lag behind the chat. So you guys see 10 seconds before what I've written, so I'll need to account for that. Anyway, okay, let's carry on. So what was I going to do is explain the third one. Yes, I'll explain the third one. Candy Rush, yes, it is paper. Wait, it is higher tier. It is. Yeah, sorry. So okay, let's go through this third one real quick. So because I wasn't showing what I was doing, now let me show you what I do now. So essentially, what we want to do is put our coordinates into the equation to test them out if they match. So let's pick the first coordinate, -1/2, and -1/8. As you know, it's always x, y when we're writing our coordinates. So -1/2 is a coordinate x. So we substitute this -1/2 into our x. So we get -1/2 all cubed, and that equals to -1/8. That matches with our y coordinate because, as we know, all we did is y is equals to -1/2 all cubed, which equal to -1/8, and that matches. So the first one does lie on a curve. Hopefully that makes slightly better sense. Let's carry on with the second one. So the same principle, we substitute 5 into the x here, and we find that 5 cubed is equals to, is it 125, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. Yes, it is 125. So yep, these match as well. So all we did, 5 substitute into the x, that equal to, so 5 cubed, and 5 cubed equals to 128. Therefore, our x coordinate is 5, our y coordinate is 125, so this matches. So it means that it does lie on the curve. If you imagine, the curve looks something like this, right? I drew a rough sketch. It doesn't really look like this, but let's imagine that it does. So 5 would be somewhere here. If we draw our line up to here, at this point, y is equals to 125. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me keep checking our Discord. And then we carry on for the third one. We substitute 1/3 into our x, and we get 1/3 all cubed. That is equals to, let me just do it on my calculator because, like I said, my mental maths isn't that great. 1/27. That does not match, right? 1/27 is not 1/9. Therefore, this one is the wrong one. So this point here does not lie on our curve. So we circle this answer. So this does not lie on the curve. All right, moving on. Which one of these is a unit of density? Circle your answer. Alan, I see you confused your squares and cubes. That's all right. No worries. So the x cubed substitute show equal coordinate should. Yes. Essentially, think about what equations are. Equations are just relationships between y and x coordinates. So when I substitute my x coordinate into the x here, I expect to get my y value. So if you imagine, if you imagine, for example, y equals to 2x plus 1, that's a simple line. So I draw it graphically, and it will look something like this, right? If I take a point, let's say, when x equals to 2, and I want to find the y coordinate, I substitute this 2 into the x, and I get 2 times 2 plus 1 is 5. So when x equals to 2, y is equals to 5. So this point right here is 2, 5. So again, the equations, any equation, a cubic, a quartic, a quadratic, they're all relationships between the y and the x coordinates. And so if you know one of the coordinates, you can simply substitute it into this unknown, and you can solve for the other coordinate to find the coordinate that corresponds to the initial coordinate. So hopefully that made slightly better sense. Seen this type of topic before? Yep, sure you did. All right, let's carry on. Also, I don't think anyone's typing in on YouTube, right? You guys all joined the Discord, I assume. Probably. Anyway, all right, so going forward, which one of these is a unit of density? Remember the formula for density, which is written as this pi looking thing. It's always mass divided by volume. And actually, a fun way to figure out any of your units, something that could be useful in physics, for example, is using your formulas. So in our case, we know that density is equals to mass over volume. Now, we all know what mass units are. They're always kilograms. And we know what our volume units are. They're always either centimeters cubed, meters cubed, or whatever. So in order to find the densities units, we just substitute our units instead of the equation, the formula itself. So we do kg over centimeters cubed, which is basically kg per centimeter cubed, which can be also written like this, per centimeter cubed. Hopefully that made sense. And by the way, this minus to the power of -3, remember, power of minus, that gets you reciprocal. So when we write centimeters -3, what it really is 1 over centimeters cubed, right? Because this reciprocal gets you essentially a flip. So you get 1 over centimeters cubed. Hopefully that made sense. And let me check what you guys typing on. Spooky, scary skeleton. No, I don't just do AQA. I do any paper, but I literally just started streaming today, hence so many faults with my stream. And I will be live streaming other papers as well, but to be honest with you, there aren't that many differences between between all the exam boards. They're all kind of similar at the end of the day. All right, there we go. So for this one, let's see. We have kilograms, meters squared. Well, meters squared is area, that's not volume. So nope, that does not fit. Meters squared per kilogram, well, that's even more goofy. So that doesn't fit as well. That's like area over mass. And we know that density is mass over volume. And then we get to the right answer, which is kilograms per meters cubed. Kilograms represent mass. Meters cubed represent volume. So therefore, we clearly have mass over volume here. So that is the correct answer. All right, let's pick up the pace. So let's keep going quicker. So next question, solve 4 bracket 3x minus 2 equals to 2x minus 5. Easy peasy. So all we have to do is first expand the bracket, then collect all the like terms and make those like terms the, one of the like terms, which is x, the subject. So let me just do it quickly. So we get 12x minus 8 equals to 2x minus 5, right? So 4 times 3x, 4 times minus 2, that's what we get. Collect the like terms, that becomes 10x equals to, so we move the 2x to the left and we move the minus 8 to the right, so it becomes plus 8. So minus 5 plus 8, that's 3. So x finally is equals to 3 over 10. And that's it. By the way, guys, can you see all my writing clearly? I hope it's clear. Let me check if it is. Let me just check if all my writing is clear. Seems like it, kind of. Let me check if I can hear the music. By the way, guys, can you see all my writing there? Yeah, I think my writing, yeah, it is an equal sign. Okay, I'll be zooming into the questions. I think that would be best because it's kind of far away. All right, moving on. Question 6. The graph shows information about prisms with the same volume. Give one example to show the volume is 24 centimeters cubed. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to think about this one, especially considering I have a lag behind. So you guys are going to see this in about 10 seconds as I'm speaking. So go ahead, try this one, see if you get it right. And let me check Discord for your guys' answers. And also, everyone who just joined Discord, I just am in the process of giving you roles of students, so you'll be able to see the whole Discord server. Let me just work on that. Quite a lot of people joined the Discord. Pretty cool. Thank you guys for joining, and welcome to Study Ply Rooms. Manage student. Just one more minute, guys. I'll give you 1 more minute to think about this one, and then we'll go through it. It does look like a tough question, not gonna lie to you. I chose this paper because I thought, well, had a quick look at it, and from the looks of it, it was a pretty tough one. So try the question, and we'll see if you guys get it right. And by the way, is the music too loud? If it's distracting, I'll turn it off. All right, guys, let's go through this one. The music is fine, cool. This lag of the live stream, so annoying. Alan, have you got the answer? Just out of curiosity. Let me also check if I can remove the lag. Oh, I think I can remove file settings, stream. Hang on. So launch OBS and navigate to settings through the file menu. Choose advanced, and locate stream delay. Strange, there is no stream delay supposedly, but it's still pretty slow. All right, no matter. Let's go through this one. So, let's see. The graph shows information about prisms with the same volume. Pretty cool. Give one example to show the volume is 24 centimeters cubed. Okay, let's imagine what a prism is. A prism is just an extended cross-section. So if you imagine a triangle, if we manage to find the area of this triangle and we extend it like this, we form a 3D shape. And if you find the area of this cross-section and multiply it by the length of this triangle, we get our volume. So let's imagine this again. So we got a triangle like this, and all we have to do really is to create a new triangle like that, move it slightly like this, decrease it in size, and then connect the two together to form a 3D shape like this. Sorry, it's not really that great looking, but hopefully it makes sense. So if I find the area of this thing here, of the cross section of the triangle, and I multiply by the length, I get the volume. So with that in mind, let's look at this. We got length, right, which is this thing here, like this, and we got the area of the cross section, which is the area here, for example. That's an area of a cross section. So in order to get the volume, we need to multiply this by this. So let's pick a point. Let's say let's pick 4 for cross section area. Draw the line up, see where it connects and what coordinate for length corresponds to it. It is 6. So all we have to do is 4 times 6 is equals to 24 centimeters cubed. Accidentally wrote squared, centimeters cubed. Make sure you get your units correct. And that's all it is. Literally, you pick a point here, draw up, draw to the y-axis, and see that it's 6. So it's 6 times 4 is equals to 24 centimeters cubed. Hopefully that made sense. Carrying on then. The diagram shows a prism with volume 24 centimeters cubed. The height of the triangular cross-section is h. Work out h. So we know that the volume of this prism is 24 centimeters cubed. So all we have to do is form an algebraic expression. So Alan, would you like to try and form a algebraic expression? Or anyone else on the Discord server that I noticed who's on the stream, you guys can all try to form an algebraic expression that connects a volume of the prism to h. Or on YouTube chat, I can see it as well, although it's slightly laggy, but it's fine. Go ahead, Alan, draw it. Let's see how many people on the... We got 8 people on the live stream. Pretty cool. Length times base times height. Yes, perfect. Hi there, pro gamer. Yep, it would be. So let's do it. Essentially, we get volume is equals to base, which is 6, times height, times divided by 2. Sorry. That's our area of the triangle, base times height divided by 2. And then we multiply by the length, which is 5. And we make it equal to 24, because we know that the volume is 24 centimeters cubed. Now, all we have to do is 5 times 6, which is 30h over 2 is equals to 24. And Alan, let me check if you got the correct answer. Let me see. Yeah, looks good. Looks good, I think. So actually, wait, that was a slight mistake, I think. Oh, you deleted it. Okay. So 30h over 2 is equals to 24. So 30h is equals to 48, and h is therefore equals to 48 over 30. You forgot to multiply by 2 again. Yeah, you probably did. Let me check. So you did h times 3 over 2. I mean, Alan, you don't even need to split them up. You can just use the 6 as the base. 6 times h over 2 will be the same thing. You don't need to split them apart. Those things. Is h 1.6? Let me check on my calculator. Yes, it is 1.6. Well done, Jan Sheris. Good work. So, great. Moving on then. Describe fully a single transformation that maps triangle A to triangle B. I hate transformations, but this is clearly an... oh, it's a single transformation. Okay. What kind of transformation do you guys think it is? Enlargement? Translation? Give you guys a couple of seconds to think about it. Enlargement scale factor a third. Well done. Yes, it is. But you forgot there is one more thing you need to include in your answer. It's not just enlargement with the scale factor, it's also the center that you need to indicate. Let me check you guys on chat on this, on the scale factor, enlargement by scale factor. Yes, Adam, it is a scale factor of a third. Well done. Just need to indicate the center as well. So oh, and you guys probably can hear all my Discord noises. Let me quickly remove the quit Discord here so you don't hear the Discord noises. Okay, that's better, I think. And yes, comedy shorts. Let's see if you got the correct answer, because I think you did. 5, you said 5-1. Yes, well done. Comedy shorts gets the correct center point. It's not quite 5-2, Anonymous. Close one, those 5-1. 5-1. So the final answer is enlargement of scale factor a third at center 5-1. That's it. So the reason how I know that, if I draw the center point here, and I draw the extended lines like this, let me connect these two together, there we go. That is what we get. So a third looks like this, at the point 5, 1. Hey, Jan, sorry about this. Yeah, it was my Discord open on my computer. Sorry about this. All right, moving on. We got a question. The table shows information about the distances walked by 120 students on their way to school 1 week. So we got the distance, we got the frequency. Work out the estimate for mean distance. Pretty cool. Let's try that. A to B. Yes. Oh, yes, Feltz. It was A to B, not B to A. Let's see how many people we got. Ooh, we got 14 people watching. How exciting is that? How exciting is that? All right, everyone, try this question. Try this question, see if you can get it. Someone asking in the chat, oh, we are doing higher. This paper is higher. Higher. So we got distance, we got frequency, and we need to work out the mean distance. This is AQA for anyone asking. Jan, yep, that seems right. Seems right. 2.5 times 20, yeah. Then you got 7.5, that's right. Let's see if you get the right answer. Let me do it on my calculator as well. Nope, G4, this is AQA actually. We're doing AQA. But again, like I said, it doesn't really matter which exam board you are. All the content is pretty much similar. Yes, all of these questions are calculator questions. We're going through paper 2, which you're going to have on the 7th of June, I think. So yeah. Adam, I'm not in year 11. I'm on gap year, going into uni in September. Is anybody typing on the Discord? Because I need to check that as well. 9.75 people are saying. Wait, is that for previous question or for this one? Probably previous one. Oh, actually, no, this one. This one, yep. The answer is 9.75. Well done. The answer for this one is 9.75. So all we have to do is take a midpoint between these two values, multiply them by this frequency here, and do this for every single one of them. Not quite 11.833. The answer should be 9.75. So again, let's just go through it. So we find the midpoint between these two. In this case, this is 2.5. And all we need to do is the midpoint of the distance times the frequency. So 2.5 times 20, then we got 7.5 times 48, 12.5 times 30, and 17.5 times 22. Then we sum this all up to get our total, right? And then we divide by the total frequency. So whatever we get, so in total you should get 1,170. Then we divide that total by 120 to find our mean, which is 9.75, which happens to be between 5 and 10. So this is the place it has to be. This is the class, right? So the final answer will be 9.75. That's our mean. And that happens to be in this class, in this interval, right here, between 5 and 10. All right, moving on then. Any questions, please let me know on Discord or in Google, in YouTube chat. I'll have a look. All right, next up, work out the size of angle X. That should not cause any problems for anyone. We use simply SOHCAHTOA. For this one, let's see if anyone wants to drop in your answer in chat. Please be my guest. And I'll just give you 2 seconds and I'll say the answer because we got a lag of the chat. So for this one, we look, X is opposite of 3, so we got opposite, and 7 is adjacent, so we got opposite and adjacent, which happens to be TOA. So we do tan X is equals to opposite over adjacent, which is equals to take an inverse tan of that. 3 over 7 is 23 point. Are we supposed to give any specific degrees? No, we don't. So 23.2 degrees. That should be your final answer. All right, then moving on, unless there are any questions. Work out the next term of this quadratic sequence. All right, for this one, it's a bit of a weird one because some of you may have learned a different method to which I'm about to use. I'll show you my method anyway. So this is a quadratic sequence, and the way I would go about doing quadratic sequence and find the difference between all the terms. So this is 3, this is 6, this is, 9. And then the difference between the differences, 3 and 3. Then what you have to do is divide the difference of the differences by 2. So we get 3 over 2, and then write n squared next to it, n squared. Then what we want to do is imagine that this is an nth term on its own, and find first, second, and third terms for this. So let's do first term would be just 3 over 2 times 1 squared, which is just 3 over 2. I don't know why I have to use the calculator for this. Then second term will be 3 over 2 times 2 squared. We got 6. Goodbye, Jan. Thanks for sticking around. I thought nth term was removed. Was it removed? Maybe. I don't think it would be. It's a pretty good topic to be questioned on. For third term, it would be 3 over 2 times 3 squared, which is 27 over 2. So those are your first 3 terms, which would be quite enough. Then we write out this one I'll need to try to remember. My brain is not functioning well today, but that's fine. Now, let me just double check which one we need to on my calculator. So if 6 would be 0. Wait, hang on, did we get no, that can't be. Okay, yeah. So then we just write out on top the initial terms, 5, 8, 14, etc., etc. So we write 5, 8, 14, and we subtract one from the other, like this. So we get 5 minus 3 over 2. May I ask if this is in advanced information? I'm not sure if this is in advanced information. We're just going through a past paper here. And yes, it is AQA. So we do 5 minus 3 over 2, which is 7 over 2. Then we get 2. Then we get 14 minus 27 over 2, which is a half. So 7 over 2 is 3.5. Let me just rewrite everything in decimals. This is 3.5 and this is 0.5. So the way this one, 1.5, yes. So the way we go is minus 1.5 minus 1.5. So then we write our second n, which is minus 1.5n, and we add it to our initial 3 over 2 n squared. And this is a bit of a lengthy way of memorizing it, but it is how I was taught, to be honest. So we do 3 over 2 n squared minus 1.5n. And now we check if we get the correct answer, and if we don't, we'll need to add something to it. So we do 3 over 2 times 1 squared minus 1.5 times 1. I get 0, so to go from 0 to 5 for our first term, I need to add a 5. Let's see if this now works, plus 5. Now let's try for the second term and see if it works. So we do 3 over 2 times 2 squared minus 1.5 times 2 plus 5. That's 8. Perfect. We do for the third term, just to double check. 14. Fourth term, let's see. 23. All right, so that's it. This is this is your final answer, therefore. My method is a bit weird. I'm not sure if everyone was taught this way, but I had students being taught different ways. So I'm not sure how useful would my way be. But if you remember it your way, please stick to your way of solving this one. But that's how I would go about doing it. All right, moving on then. Circle the expression that is equivalent to this. Let's see if you guys can do this one. I'll give you 1 minute to think about it. So I'll need to start speaking in about 30 seconds. So go ahead, guys. Try doing this one. Third one. Yep, it is. Well done. Third one is the answer. Because all we have to do is cancel out the 3's, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we get x squared over 2x squared plus 1. That's it. Third one is the answer. Let's keep going. The table shows information about the UK and Germany. Population density is equals to population divided by area. Compare the population densities of UK and of Germany. So we just put all of these numbers into our equation here, and it's pretty simple and pretty straightforward to do. So we get the population of UK, 64 million. We divide it by 95,000, and we get, let's see what we get. So I do 64 divided by 95, and I get, for UK, I get the population density of 673.68, correct 2 decimal places. And for Germany, I get 82 million divided by 140,000. And I get, for Germany, the density population is 585.7. So clearly, UK has a higher population density than Germany. And how much higher? All we have to do is do 673.68 minus the Germany number. So UK has on average 87.96 people per square mile. So again, UK has 87.96 let's do it actually, 87.97. UK has 87.97 people more on average per square mile compared to Germany. That's how you do this one. So let's move on, unless there are any questions. And if there are any questions, please feel free to tell me on Discord. So looking at this one, two straight lines intersect at point P. Circle the coordinates for P. This one's pretty straightforward. So let's see if you guys can do this one. I'll give you guys 10 seconds to think about it, and I'll start speaking in about 7. Yeah, at Excel, I mean, it depends. Some people say that EQA is harder, some people say that Excel is harder. It really depends sometimes. Different opinions, you know. Let's see. Let's do this one. Oh, we got 13 people actually. Yes, this is AQA, but again, doesn't really matter. The content throughout the exam board is pretty much the same, so you might as well stick around and just do the questions here too. So the way you do this one is pretty straightforward. Just like the first question we've done, we stick all the coordinates into our equation. So let's do, for example, and this one actually, hang on. For this one, in order to find two lines intersecting, remember those are called simultaneous equations. So you need to solve them simultaneously. So you know that at this particular point, both this line and this line will have the exact x and the exact y coordinates. They will both have the exact same coordinates. And actually, we already know that the coordinate for y here would be -1, simply because this is a straight line. So at this point, of course, the y is going to be -1. So the way you find your x is just substitute -1 into the y here. So we get -1 is equals to 3x. So x equals to -1/3. So this point is -1/3 -1. And we circle this answer, which is right here. That is our final answer. All right, moving on to the next question. A ball is thrown from a height of 15 meters. It bounces to height h1, then to height h2, as shown. h1 is 3/4 of the original height. Jack expects h2 to be 3/4 of h1. Work out the value of h2 that he expects. All right, I'll give you guys a minute to think about this one and try it on your own, and I'll start speaking in about 30 seconds because of lag. So go ahead, try this one. All right, I'll start going through this one. So this one is relatively simple. So we are told that h1 is 3/4 of the original height. So the original height is 15 meters. So to find the h1, all we have to do is 3/4 of 15. Find 3/4 of 15. So 3/4 times 15. That gets me, let's see, 45/4 or 11.25 meters. 11.25 meters is h1. Jack expects h2 to be 3/4 of h1. So h2, to find that, we need to do the exact same thing. 3/4 times 11.25, which happens to be our h1. So we do 3/4 times that, and we get 135.16, which is around 8.4 meters, correct to 1 decimal place. There we go. That's how you do this one. Pretty straightforward. moving on. In fact, H2 is 2/3 of H1. How does this affect your answer to part A? The ball bounces higher than expected, the ball bounced lower than expected. All right, if anyone want to give the answer, give it now, and I'll just give you the answer straight away in about 5 seconds so you guys can have some extra time to think about this one. All right, so the second option is correct. The ball bounces lower than he expected, because if you think about it, if in fact H2 is 2/3 of H1, well, 2/3 is obviously, so if you put on your calculator even, so 2/3 is 0.6 recurring, so 0.6 recurring, and previously we had 3/4, which was 0.75. 0.75 is clearly bigger than 0.6 recurring, so therefore 3/4 is greater than what was the other one? 2/3. So 3/4 is greater than 2/3. Therefore, hang on, it will bounce. Oh, that's supposedly it will bounce higher. Why did I say lower? No, did I say the second option? Did I say the first option? Hang on. So let's do this. To prove, we just need to do H1 times 2/3, 2/3. So H1 was 11.25. So let's do 11.25 times 2/3, which is 7.5 meters, compared to what we had before, which was 8.4 meters. Oh, so yeah, no, I was right. No, yes, it's the first option that is correct. No, wait, no. So 3/4 is, yes, okay. The second option is correct. I was correct the first time. Sorry, I got confused myself. Jesus Christ. Okay, so the second one is the correct option. And clearly we showed it by just doing whatever the question told us. So H2 is 2/3 of it. Wait, hang on. H2. Oh, never mind then. I did No. This question, I don't know why it's confusing me. It's really simple. I mean, I guess it's the evening. Anyway, the second option is correct, and we proved it. All right, moving on then. Hello is just tech. Welcome to the stream. So the next question. Mirik invests £6,000 at a compound interest of 1.5 per year. He wants to earn more than 1,000 interest. Work out the least time in the whole years that this will take. So this is your compound interest, the classic example. It's actually slightly trickier than your usual compound interest question, so that's pretty cool. So all we have to do is 6,000 times 0.15. Essentially how I got this is 1.5 divided by 100 plus 1. So that's just shows the increase in the first year, right? The increase is 1.5% interest that I get paid. So on top of my 100%, which is our 6,000, I get paid 1.5% extra, which is 101.5%, which as a fraction of 100 is 1.015. And then we write to the power of x number of years in order to show wherever the increase is. So he wants to earn more than 1,000 in interest. So in order to earn more than 1,000 in interest, since I went this way of doing it, we got to have more than £6,100 on our bank account after a specific amount of time. So we form an equation: 6,000 times 1.015 to the power of x equals to 6,100 pounds. And hang on, since it says he wants to learn the least time, yes, he wants to earn more than 1,000. So we need to say that this has to be greater than 6,100 Phew, there we go. It's just tech. I'm fine. How are you doing? Someone dropped the chat. How are you doing? Let me check how many of you guys are watching, just to make sure someone's still listening. Oh, 10 people actually. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's carry on then. So now all we have to do is solve for x. Solve for x. So let's just write 1.015 to the power of x is greater than 6,100 divided by 6,000. That gets me 61 over 60. All right, there we go. Now, in order to solve for x, I would use logarithms, but hang on. You guys don't know logarithms. Hang on. How would you guys solve it without logs? Am I just too accustomed to easy A-level routes instead of thinking logically? Hang on. Maybe just think about this one. If anyone got any ideas, isn't it 1,000? It's not 1,000 in this equation because this equation represents how much I will have at the end of this specific time, at the end of those X amount of years, right? So I'll do 6,000 times 1.015 to the power of X. That will get me how much money I will have at the end of this specific time. And I want to have more than, oh yes, I see what you mean. Sorry. Yes, you're correct. That's what you meant. It's 1,000 pounds, not 100 pounds. I wrote 100 pounds. It should be greater than 7,000 because 6,000 plus 1,000, 7,000. Sorry, my bad. So we do the exact same thing. 1.015 to the power of x is greater than 7,000 over 6,000, which is just 7 over 6. 7 over 6? Yep, it's just 7 over 6. Evaluate 120 plus. Oh! As a matter of fact, the mark scheme does tell you to do trial and error. Well, that's interesting and boring at the same time. 1.16. Well, that's no fun. That's no fun at all. All right. Well, we're not doing logs. We're doing trial and error. So all you have to do is write on your calculator 1.015 to the power of, let's say, 5, and see whenever you get, and by the way, 7 over 6 as a decimal is 1.16 recurring. So in whole years, okay, in whole years. So we do to the power of 5 and see when we get greater than 1.16 recurring. So we just write, keep writing to the power of 10, for example. Oh, to the power of 10, if x is equals to 10, 1.015 to the power of x equals to 1.16. Let's see if 9 would be less than that. Yes, 9 is less than that. So it takes at least 10 years in order to reach 1,000 pounds in interest being paid to me, which is quite a bit. So there you go. That's how you do this one. Literally trial and error according to the mark scheme, which is unfortunate. I wish you guys did logs, but oh well. All right, up next we have Factorized Fully. All right, this one is pretty straightforward. Let's see what things we can take out. We clearly can take out 3 out of both of these because those are multiples of 3. So we can take out the 3. We can also take out the y because we got y cubed and y here. So 3y is the thing we can take out. So we write 3y bracket. Let me see if you guys can see that. Yep, you can see that. 3y bracket 3y squared minus 2. That's how you factorize this one. Next one up is a quadratic factorization, which I'm really terrible at, but I'll teach you guys my method of doing this one. Let me see if you guys are still watching. 5 people watching, not bad, not bad. We we're basically halfway through the paper. So that's good. That's good. So let's go through this one quickly. There is one way of doing this one, which requires a couple of steps. So first, what we can do is we can take the a and the c, and the a and the c meaning ax squared plus bx plus c. That's your usual thing. And we can take the a and the c, multiply them together. So we do 3 times 7, that's 21. And then we can write minus 22 and see what can essentially... Anyway, that takes time for me to remember this question. Hang on. So we need multiples of 21 and something that adds to 22. Yes, okay. So we need to get something that two numbers that will multiply to get us 21, but when added would give us minus 22. And the only numbers that I can think of is minus 21 and minus 1, because minus 21 plus minus 1 is minus 22. So then we split this quadratic equation into 3x squared minus 21x minus x plus 7. And now we can factorize both of these out. So we can write 3x bracket x minus 7, and then plus, I guess we can just write 1 bracket, no, hang on, don't need to write the bracket. Let's write minus 1 bracket x minus 7. So again, all we did is a times c, so 3 times 7, which was 21. We needed to find multiples of 21, which when added would give us 22. So they were minus 21 and minus 1, because when added it gives us minus 22, and when multiplied gets us 21. Then we split the middle value into minus 21x and minus x, like this. Then we factorize this side and this side as well. And you guys got the yep, you got Dragon Lol, well done. That is the correct expansion. So the whole point of this method though is to get the same thing for both the brackets and both the outside the brackets. So finally we write 3x minus 1 x minus 7. So essentially you form one bracket with whatever is outside and one bracket with whatever is inside. And the main part is to get the same thing in two of these brackets. And if you do get the same thing in two of these brackets, you just collect whatever is outside and whatever is inside the bracket, and you do that. All right, perfect. Moving on. Work out the area of the parallelogram. That one is pretty straightforward. I'll give you guys 20 seconds to think about it, and we'll go through it. All right, let's go through this one. The way I would go about doing this is actually by splitting this parallelogram into triangles, because I don't know the exact formula for finding parallelogram area. So what you could do is split them up into two triangles and find the area of each, because you know that opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. So this is also going to be 72. You know that this is going to be 16 centimeters and this is going to be 12 centimeters. And now all you really have to do is to use your sine area rule, which is AB sine C over 2 is equal to your area. This sine area rule applies to any non-right angled triangle. So as long as you have an angle and two sides known, you can figure out the triangle's area. So we do just that. So we do 12 times 16 times sine 72 over 2, which is 12 times 16 times sine 72 over 2. That gets us 91.3014, etc. Keep it as your answer on the calculator. And then you multiply by 2 because you have 2 of those triangles. And our final answer will be 182.6 centimeters squared. 182.6 centimeters squared. All right. Any questions, please ask. Next question. Venn diagrams. Ooh, hate those. So let's look at the first one. Which of these represents the shaded area? Well, that one is pretty simple. It's the one that, if you think about it, the whole Venn diagram is missing this circle B. That means in order to show that, we need to do this. But we also got the A being represented. So it would only make sense to choose A union B as our answer. Because as we know, A union B, if I shade it, it's basically this whole thing, like this. That's A union B, meaning A and B together. And then with the apostrophe at the B, it essentially means except of B. And wait, hang on. Actually, did I make... Oh, no. No. This one is not... I just checked the mark scheme as well. The answer is this one, but wait, hang on. Let me check. I mean, I know the mark scheme is right, and I'm wrong. Hate the Venn diagrams. Not my favorite at all. Let me find the Venn diagram notations. And I'm gonna post this useful notations into the maths chat right now. That's literally all the time I look at it. Thank God I don't need to no longer remember my Venn diagram notations. Really glad about that. All right, here you go, guys. I posted into the maths channel. These are all the notations that you need to know. So as we can see, yep, that's right. It was A intersect B, because A union B without the B would be also this shaded area, plus the area outside. So it would be this as well, which makes sense, yeah. Intersect versus union, yes, that's the Venn diagrams. Hate those. Hate the notations, not my favorite at all. All right, next one up. Which of these represents the shaded area? Circle your answer. Well, this one you can just use the diagram that I sent, but my best advice for learning all the Venn diagram notations is just look at the thing I sent you, right? All the notations. And just try memorizing them, just like you would memorize new words in the whatever modern language you're learning at school. The same exact way, just memorize your diagrams, notations, Venn diagram notations. So for this one, the answer is pretty straightforward. It is either in brackets A union B with an apostrophe, so this, or it can be also A apostrophe intersect B apostrophe. We don't have that one, so we gotta use the first one. So this is our answer, the first one. Circled it. Definitely hate Venn diagrams. Not my favorite. I never liked them. Just not my favorite at all. I prefer algebra. Algebra is cool. Venn diagrams aren't. Well, notations. Sorry. Don't mean to be rude to all the Venn diagram questions. Venn diagram questions can be fun, especially when they use algebra. But notations, no, I hate the notations. All right, moving on. The length of a rectangle is 5 times the width. The area of the rectangle is this, 1620. Work out the width of the rectangle. And guys, let me just plug in my AirPods so I can listen to some music because I'm in dead silence right now, which is very annoying because you guys are listening, enjoying the lo-fi that I put on for you. Let me turn on my headphones. Outside the window, I can see the weather is really nice. So whoever is from London, enjoy the summer. Today is actually, today is 2nd of June. Well, happy belated summer. Yesterday was 1st of June. All right, let me see if I can connect my headphones to my phone so I can listen to some music, because that's fun. That's always fun. Yeah, my advice for doing maths, if you're doing past papers and topic questions, just put on some lo-fi in the background and enjoy the music while also enjoying solving questions. So let me put on some music. I'll just put on the same thing you guys are listening to. All right, there we go. Mediums, you send a Discord. No, your cat is doing maths. Cute, very cute. Wait, is that Copa? Is that Copa, your cat? He's educated. Yes, he is very educated. Is that Copa medium? The fluffy one. Yeah, it's Copa. Okay, cool. Very cute. Very cute. I would love to go grab my cat just so I can have someone watching over me, but it's fine. Hang on, guys. Let me just quickly open up my blinds because it's getting dark in my room and I need to get some natural light. All right, there we go. All right, coming back to the question then. The length of a rectangle is 5 times the width. The area of this is this. All right. So if you label length as L, and actually, since we have length being 5 times the width, let's label the width first. Let's label width as this. That means if the length is 5 times greater than the width, we can represent the length as 5 times width. There we go. Yeah. So 5W and W, and we know that the area is 1620. Work out the width of the rectangle. Well, pretty straightforward. It's just 5W times W is equals to 1620. So 5W squared is equals to 1620. W squared is equals to 1620 over 5, which on my calculator tells me 324. 324. And all we need to do is square root this to get our final answer, which is 18. There we go. Let me check Discord. Oh, loads of people joining. That's cool. That's cool. All right, there we go. That's for our width. This question is pretty straightforward. Not too bad. So let's keep going. Next up. Wait, did I skip any? No, I didn't skip any. Next up is the stone is thrown upwards with a speed of v meters per second. The stone reaches a maximum height of h meters. H is directly proportional to v squared. Work out the maximum height that reaches at v equals to 24. Very straightforward question. I'll give you guys 20 seconds to think about this, and I'll start speaking about 10. So try this question. Should be relatively straightforward. Is this Cambridge? No, this isn't Cambridge. This is just AQA GCSE. AQA GCSE. All right, let's go through this one. So h is directly proportional to v squared. So all we have to do is write h is directly proportional to v squared, which as a formula with the constant k would be h equals to kv squared, direct proportion. Now all we need to do to figure out our k constant is to put all these known values into our equation here. So h equals to 5, so I put 5 in. And when h equals to 5, v is equals to 10. So we have k times 10 squared. 10 squared is 100, so we have 5 equals to 100k. So k is equals to 5 over 100, so that means that k is 0.05. So we can rewrite our formula as h equals to 0.05 v squared. So the maximum height that can be reached when v is equals to 24 is 0.05 times 24 squared. Can I zoom in? Yes, I can zoom in. I can. So here's the first part, which is formed in the formula of the direct proportion. And this is the second part that we got so far. So then we do 0.05 times 24 squared. That is equals to h equals to 28.8. And this is in whatever the units are, meters. So the final answer is 28.8. So the maximum height that can be reached is 28.8. Pretty straightforward. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, please let me know and I'll try help out. Next one up, Mira is using graphical method to solve 2x squared minus 3x. Samurai Games, well done. 28.8. Yep, well done. That's the correct answer. Good job. Mira is using graphical method to solve 2x squared. Yes, it is 28.8. Molly, well done. Well done. Perfect answer. So 2x squared minus 3x equals to 0. She draws the graph and the straight line, blah, blah, blah. Here's the graph. Complete her method for this. Okay. So we just need to find what the answers are for this equation on using the graph. And a straight line. Hang on. So she draws a graphical method to solve 2x squared minus 3x equals to 0. She draws the graph of y is equals to 2x squared and a straight line graph on the same grid. Here's the graph of 2x squared. Okay, complete her method to solve 2x squared minus 3x. All right, so she's okay. I can see how that works. Oh, that's a pretty cool. I can't do graph. Why can't you do graph? You can't see it, or should I zoom in slightly more? Let me see if I can. Yeah, that's as far as I can go, to be honest, with this question. Is that good enough? Let me zoom in fully on the graph then. Hopefully that is better. 21. And I'll go through it in just 10 seconds. All right, let's go through this one. So we got 2x squared here, our graph, and we want to find solutions to 2x squared minus 3x. If you think about it, if you really think about it, y is equals 2x squared, and in order to have minus 3x here, we can imagine that there's another straight line, which is y is equals to minus 3x. So there we have two separate graphs. Okay, which year is this from? This is year 11, Mori GCSE stuff. Yeah, so we have two graphs now, 2x squared and minus 3x. We just draw minus 3x, which would look something like this. Doesn't really matter, just a rough sketch. And what we can do is we can simultaneously solve them to find our solutions. The reason being is that if we substitute this minus 3x into the y here of the quadratic equation, we get minus 3x equals to 2x squared. And if we transfer the 2x squared onto the other side, wait, hang on. All right, okay, no, I messed up slightly. Well, not slightly. I did the whole thing in reverse. We gotta draw a line y is equals to 3x. And let me just show you why that is the case, and hopefully you guys understand. I mean, the exam paper, yeah, it's like... yeah, the exam paper is 2018. I think, oh, maybe it's 17. Could be 17, can't remember. So we gotta use y is equals to 3x and y is equals to 2x squared, because if you solve them simultaneously, right, if I substitute this 3x into the y here, I get 3x equals to 2x squared. And if I move it around, I get 2x squared minus 3x, which is this exact thing. 2x squared minus 3x equals 0. So hopefully that makes slightly kind of sense. So we need to draw this line 3x equals to y, and then we sub this into the y here, and we get whatever we get. So all you have to do for this question is to draw the line y is equals to 3x. So I'm not going to draw it because, yeah, I can't be asked to do that, but it would look something like this. Because we know that y is equals to mx plus c is your typical line format. You have y is equals to 3x. So you know that your c, the y-intercept, is 0, hence why I drew it this way. And you know that your m, which is the gradient, is 3. So it's kind of steep. So let me actually, you know what, I'll just draw it normally. So 3, let's do 3. So we got to do 3 over 1 as the y change. So change in y needs to be 3, like this, and this needs to be 1. There we go, something like that. That looks weird. That looks very weird. Hang on. 3x, yes, 3x. They'll definitely meet again, right? Yeah. Okay, so we know that at least one of them. What topic is this? It's a quadratic graph. Yeah, it is a quadratic graph. Just some graphs in general. Adam, why not minus 3x? Please don't call me sir. That makes me feel old. I'm not that much older than you. I'm 19. It's not minus 3x because, again, if you are trying to substitute 3x into your y for the quadratic, you want to have 3x equals to 2x squared, so that when you move the 3x to the other side, it becomes 0 is equals to 2x squared minus 3x, hence what you get here. So you got to draw the line 3x. I think of it like trying to return it to your original equation. So to get from this to this, you add 3x. Kind of, yeah. If that helps you think about this one, then yeah, it's correct. So the answer for this one should be 0, but because we have the limit on... Wait, did I even say 3x? Yep, that's right. 3x. Y is equals to, let's see, that's weird. So 3 over 1. Oh, sorry, yes. I'm a bit... Why am I so slow today? Jesus Christ. Okay, the gradient is 3, so it's got to be 3 over 1. I didn't draw it properly. I got to draw it slightly like this. Like this, yeah. Okay, that's better. Okay, there we go. That gives us the answer. I was like, what the hell am I doing? Okay. That gets us the answer. There we go. Yeah, that's it. So there we go. That's your line y is equals to 3x. So all you got to do is find the points of intersection between the two. Find the points of intersection between the two. So the first intersection is obviously 0, 0. The second intersection is somewhere like 1.5 and 4.5, I'd say, roughly looking at it. So your answers should be 0, 0 and 1.5, 4.5. And that's it. Hopefully that makes sense. Hey there, Adores. welcome to the stream. So that's how you do this one. If there are any questions, please ask me now. Just drop in the message on YouTube or on Discord, whichever one you want. So next question up. Levi is solving 2x squared plus 5x. He uses this method. 2x plus 5x equals 0. Subtract 5x from both sides. Divide both by x. Okay, that's a bit... Okay. Then divide both sides by 2. Evaluate this method. Okay, evaluate this method. I have never encountered this type of question before. That's pretty cool. That's something new. All right. Let's see if anyone can do it. Please go ahead and put your answers in Discord or on chat. Otherwise, I'll just go through straight away. I'll try with my own understanding of how to do it, but yeah, let's see. And in the meantime, while you guys are thinking, let me just make everyone who just joined a student on the server. Student. All right. Wait, did we just reach like over 300 people? Oh my God, let me check. Because if we did, we're going to celebrate right now. Let me check on my description. Guys, we reached over 300 members. Officially, we have 307 members in our Discord. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you for all your support and thank you for joining. Dragonol, well done. Yes, Adam, he should have divided by 2 before doing the square root. Should have divided by... thing is though, Adam, he didn't do the square root. What he did is he divided everything by x. Technically, he is correct in that sense. But yes, Dragon Lol, Levi doesn't have 2 solutions. There is only 1 solution to x that he found. That's good. Then let's see what others are saying. 2x, yes. So he should really have 2 solutions. But because he divided everything by x, he only has 1 solution. So his method is wrong because he will only be able to get 1 solution. Should have used the formula. Yes, he should have used the formula. Silly him for not using the formula. No, Levi is not okay. Yes, he's not okay, definitely. Let's read the mark scheme, see what they say. So they say, full evaluation of the method cannot divide by x as it could be 0. Oh, that's a good way of putting it. Yes. So guys, if x, right, and x is 0, by the way, because look at our answers, it was 1.5 and 4.5. So if x was 0, right, if x, he was doing a different equation. Well, doesn't matter. If one of the answers for x is 0, imagine what this part does when divided by an x. It's basically doing minus 5 over 0. And is in maths, divided by 0, is that allowed? No, it's illegal. You can't divide by 0 because that will give you, an error. You can even try on your calculator. Go on your calculator and type in 5 divided by 0. See what you get. You get maths error because that's illegal. You can't do that. So there we go. The reason why you can't divide by x in this part is because x can be 0. Therefore, dividing something by 0 cannot exist. Let's keep reading. What's other examples they give? Should have factorized, and then he would have also found that x equals 0. Yes. So you guys pretty much all said that he should have factorized or used the formula. Should have used graphical method, should have completed the square. Yes, anything that involves other methods, like if you say he should have done the formula and just say that he can have 2 different answers, then you will be fine. So say 2 things, either the formula plus factorization, or say that you can't divide by 0. Let's see, 5. Yes, 5 divided by 0 is undefined, exactly. It's illegal, you can't divide anything by 0 in maths, okay? All right, moving on then. The cross-section of an earring in a semicircle, center C, radius 25. The earring is black and white. The shaded area is black. Sector BCD is white, and the radius is 12 millimeters. All right, well, sounds like a fun question. Let's see if you guys can do this one. Is this a higher paper or foundation? Samurai, it is a higher paper. This is a higher paper. It does seem a bit easy though. It does seem a bit easy to be a higher paper, but I guess that's just bad choice of papers on my part. Sorry about that. Thought it would be harder. Molly, you already got the answer. 1/2 times pi times 25 to 35. Wait, what was the actual question? Hang on. Sector BCD. Yeah, I didn't even give the question. Where's the question? Is more, wait, what? I'm confused. Where's the question? Wait, was there a question? Sector. So the cross section is this. The earring is black and white. The shaded area is black. Sector BCD is white. BCD is white. Is more than 20%. Oh, here's the question. Is more than 20% of the semicircle white? Is more than 20% of the semicircle is white? Okay, so we just need to figure out what the area of the semicircle is, what the area of this sector is, and so we're pretty much done. Did you do at Excel or AQA? Wait, is this a question for me? Big Badoink, like your like your name? So you'd find the whole earring and then find how much is a percentage. Yes, basically that's pretty much it. Pretty easy. So it's more than 20% of the semicircle white. So all we have to do is again find the area of this BCD. Can anyone tell me how do I find the area of BCD? Molly, well done for doing the paper as I'm going through it. Dragon Law, yeah, it's fair enough if you've like it can seem a little bit hard, but let's just go through this one. So all we have to do is to find the area of this sector, right? Remember, area of a circle is pi r squared. Now, area of a sector is whatever angle we have over 360 pi r squared. So all we have to do is 150 over 360 times pi times r squared. R is 12, so 12 squared. And we get 150 divided by 360 times pi times 12 squared. I get 60 pi. And guys, important to note, leave it as 60 pi. Never round it up, because if you round up, this will be approximately 188.49, etc., etc. So never round up. Literally keep it as 60 pi, okay? Always keep it as 60 pi, because 60 pi is the precise answer. If you round up, you will no longer have a precise answer. You will have completely different things. So, and at the end, your answer you might lose a mark essentially. So 60 pi is the correct answer. Well done for everyone who said 60 pi. You guys are brilliant. Well done. Now, all we need to do is find the area of the semicircle. Well, that one is easy. Semicircle area is just half pi r squared, because a semicircle has 180 degrees here. So we do 180 over 360, that's 1 over 2. So we do 1 over 2 pi r squared. So we do 1 over 2 pi times 25 squared. Works out to be 90.2%. Yep, well done. Works out, whoever got the answer already. Let's see. So for this area, I get 625 over 2 pi. That's the area of the whole earring. Now, what was it? Is more than 20% of the semicircle white. So this right here, remember, this is the area of this big semicircle. The whole thing, including the white part. So in order to find what the black part is, And actually, wait, do we even need to do that? It's more than 20% of the semicircle wide. No, we don't even need to do that. So finally, we just need to find the percentage of this compared to that. So we do 60 pi over 625 over 2 pi. Pi's cancel out, and you end up with 60 divided by 625 over 2, which is 24 over 125, or 0.192, which as a percentage, we got to multiply this. To get a percentage, we got to multiply by 100, 19.2%, which means no, it is not more than 20%, it is 19.2%. There we go, that's the final answer, that's it. I have a question for you. Go ahead, ask the question. Also, if you'd like, you can join our Discord. Asking questions there is much easier than over YouTube chat. All right, there we go. That was the answer to this one. And let me just go on to the next one. So here you go, a histogram question. Go ahead, guys. You can all try it. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to think about it, and then I'll go through it. All right, so here is some information about tennis club. There are 30 members with A is greater than 20. What is A? Age. A is age. Okay, cool. There are 12 members with 65 and 80. In between is the A. Will I do a live on Discord sometime before the exam? Yes, I can certainly do that. On Sunday, guys, I'll run a live on Discord so you guys can talk to me literally like real life. I could probably even launch a quick Discord. Do you guys want me? I mean, if you have any questions, just drop in the questions over message on Discord server. But I will run a live on the Discord itself. All right, let's see. So there are 12 members with 65 to with age between 65 and 80. There are no members with age of above 80. Okay, complete the histogram. All right, pretty straightforward histograms. Yep, Adam, I'm about to explain the histogram question. So, let's see. There are 30 members with age under 20. So this here is 20. And remember, one formula that you always need to remember for histograms is that frequency is equals to frequency density times the class width. And remember, class width is your x-axis, that's your class width, and your y-axis is your frequency density. And therefore, multiplying class width by frequency density gets you the area of each bar, aka your frequency. 0.5 intervals on the y-axis. Well done for figuring that out. I got the answer, but how to explain without drawing. Yeah, I could imagine that. Is this higher? Yes, it is. It is higher. It is higher. So. Let me just go through this one. So completing the histogram. So let's just do this. So we know that the class width of this bar is 20. So we need to do 20 times something, and that something is right here. Let's call this x, is equals to 30 members. Because we know that there are 30 members which are under 20. So in this bar here, there are 30 members. And so x is therefore equals to 30 divided by 20, which is 1.5. So this right here is 1.5. So let's see how many squares that is. So each interval has 5 squares. 5 squares. So therefore each square has, so we go 5, 10, 15. So each square is 0.1 as an interval. Each little square is 0.1. Yeah, wait, 0.1? No, wait, hang on. 1.5 divided by 15. Yeah, 0.1. That's right, 0.1. Each little square is 0.1. Can you do live on Monday, 6th of June? Because I have exam on Tuesday, 7th of June. Yes, I can certainly do that. Oh, I actually thought it was on Monday. But yes, I can do that. Definitely. Oh gosh, I also need to make a YouTube video, don't I? I haven't posted in about a week now. Okay. Well, I'll make a YouTube video tomorrow. So, let's keep going. We want to complete the histogram. So, there are 12 members with between 65 and 80. So 65 is here and 80 is there. So we know that there are 12 members. So between 65 and 80, that means the class width, to find the class width, we just do 80 minus 65, which is 15. So the class width here is 15. And we got to figure out the height. So again, let's call the height of this bar, x. So this height is x. This bar is x. We know that the area of that bar is 12. So, and the class width is 15. So what we need to do is 15 times x is equals to 12. So x is equals to 12 divided by 15, which is 0.8. 0.8 is our frequency density, and 0.8 is 8 squares up, so let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. That will be our bar here. Let me just draw it like this. Oops, I lost it. Okay, there we go. Like this. This is our bar. And that's it. That's how you do the thing here. Wait, mic quality dropped. Oh god, sorry. Wait, can you hear me now? Alan, can you hear me now? Moving on. Work out the total number of members in the club. Okay, this one is pretty straightforward. Again, yep, thank you, Alan, for confirming. So work out the total number of the members in the club. In order to figure out what the total number is, we need to figure out the total frequency, aka the total area of all the bars. So we need to figure out the whole area of this, the whole area. And in order to do that, well, we got to label all our heights. So this one will be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 by 5 squares. So there are 30 squares in total. Each square is 0.1. So that's 3 plus 1.5. So this height is 4.5. Then this height right here is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do 7 times 0.1 plus 0.1. So this height right here is 0.8. Wait, 0.8? No, that can't be. That cannot be. That cannot be the case. Wait. So if 0.1, each of these, yeah, okay. I'm a bit slow right now. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 3.5. So that means it's 3.6. 3.6. Let me check my Discord, someone. How did you know that each square is 0.1? Because again, look what we had before. We were told that there are 30 members with age less than 20. So we know that the area of this bar here is going to be 30, right? 30 members. In order to find the area of this bar, we would have done, we labeled this height as x, and we would have done 20 times x equals to 30, right, to find the area of the bar. So x equals to 30 over 20, which is what? 30 divided by 20. Yeah, it's 1.5. So it's 1.5. So right here at this height is 1.5. That means each little square is 0.1, the height. So this is 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, etc., etc. Adam, does that make sense? Yeah, you don't really need to know that 0.1, but going through slightly in depth so people know how to do histograms in general. All right, this one is just 2. The height is 2. So now, and this, what was the height of this? 0.8, wasn't it? Yeah, there was 0.8. This one was 0.8. So now all we need to do is to add this, which is 12. So we do 12 members plus the area of this, which is between 40 and 65. So we do 25 times the height, which is 2. So the area of this is 62, the area of this is 12. The area of this bar is, let's see, 3.6 times the class width, which is 10, so it's 36. The area of this bar is 10 times the height, 4.5, so that's 45. And the area of this is 20 times 1.5, which we already know is 30. So in total for all of these, it's 30 plus 45 plus 36 plus 62 plus 12, which is 185. There we go, 185 is our final answer. All right, any questions? Which paper is this? This is AQA 2017, I believe. Adam, makes sense? Yes, you said yes. Great. I have surgery in 5 minutes. Wait, Azzy, what do you mean you have surgery in 5 minutes? Can you go through all the topic from Advanced Information GCSE for the Excel Maths? I can. I'll do it in the next live, which should be tomorrow. It's only useful to do what when it asks you to find out the number for a specific set of data, but then it's just easier to use linear interpolation. Yeah, could be. You're going to do Edexcel. I will be doing Edexcel as well. At the end of the day, the content throughout the exam boards are pretty much the same. And can you go through all of the topic from Advanced Information GCSE? Yeah, Azzy, I will go through all the topics from Advanced Information in our next live. Wait, your life is at risk. Why? What's happening? Are you okay? Can you do Edexcel? Yes, Zen, I will do Edexcel as well in our next lives. All right, let's keep going. Can you ping me for the next live tomorrow? Yes. I hope it goes well. Yes, if you're having surgery, I hope it goes well. Or why are you watching a GCSE video then? Gosh. Hope it goes well though. Yeah, why are you watching a live stream? Everyone is asking. Let's keep going. This question now. How many pages we got? Oh, we only got a few more. All right. So Beth runs 200 meters race. Here's a graph of the first 8 seconds of her race. She completed the race at a constant speed of 9 meters per second. Amy completed the race in 27 seconds. Did Beth finish before Amy? So wait, so that's the speed time graph for Beth. Is that the whole journey? Yes, that's the whole journey because she completed the first race in 8 seconds. Wow, that is pretty impressive, 200 meters. So in 8 seconds, she completed 200 meters at a constant speed of 9 meters per second. Wait, how? If the speed is changing, that's strange. Hang on, need to take some time to grasp this question as well. All right, so let's go through this one. So Amy completed the race in 27 seconds. Did Beth finish before Amy? Okay. Amy completed the race 27 seconds. Wait, hang on. I'm a little bit confused about this speed time graph because to me it looks a little bit odd, rather odd. So, let me think about it. Wait, hang on. So Beth runs 200 meters, so that means the area under this should be no. Yes, it should be. Oh right, this is an incomplete. No, here's the. Oh, I'm so stupid. I keep. My brain towards the evening is just shutting down. This is not a complete graph. This is only for the first 8 seconds of her race. So here's the graph of her first 8 seconds of the race. She completed the race at constant speed of 9 meters. Okay, so that means she goes up and then she completes the rest of the race at a constant speed. So what we need to do is first find the area under the graph here, because that will give us the distance that she ran in 8 seconds. Because if you think about it, finding the area of this means multiplying speed by time, meaning speed times time, which you know is distance. So we do just that. We do 8 times 9 divided by 2 because it's a triangle, and that is 36. 36 is our answer. So she ran 36 meters in the first 8 seconds. So she has to run 200 minus 36, which is 164 meters more. So we need to figure out an algebraic expression that would show how many more seconds she needs to run in order to reach 164 seconds. So if she runs at 9 meters, so she's running constantly at 9 meters per second, that's her speed, right? And she needs to cover 164 meters. So we do 9 times x, times t, let's say t is time, is equals to 164. That means that t needs to equal to 164 divided by 9, which is 18.222, etc. So 2 recurring seconds. So Beth finishes the race in this amount of time plus whatever she initially ran for. She initially ran for 8 seconds. So she finished her race at around here. That was her finish line, right here. That was her finish line. So all we need to do is 18.222 plus 8. That gets us 26.2 recurring. So Beth finished her race in 26.2 recurring seconds, compared to Amy, who completed her race at 27 seconds. So Amy took longer. So Beth did in fact finish before Amy by like 0.8 recurring seconds. All right, hopefully that's better. Let's go to the next question. So next up, the dimensions of a rectangular floor are to the nearest 0.1 meters. A force of 345 newtons is applied to the floor. The force to the nearest 5 newtons pressure is equals to this. Work out the upper bound of pressure. Ooh, I love the upper and lower bounds. Wait, hang on, let me check. Someone's telling me I could have done something wrong. Let me check. Oh yes, I'm quite sure question 23B was wrong. The answer should be 171. What did we get? 185. It could be 170. Let me check. 23B. Oh yeah, it should be 173. Hang on. I probably did a miscalculation somewhere in my height, but the method is the same. The method was correct. So to find again the total frequency, we need to find the total area of each of these bars. And once we do that, as long as you did all your heights correctly, which I probably didn't do correctly, you should arrive to, in fact, 173 as your answer, not 185. I probably did a mistake in showing the heights. Probably did this one. Well, doesn't really matter. The method, as long as you get the method right and you'll get the correct heights, should be fine. But the method was fine. Let's keep reading. If anyone, why are you here? All right, let's keep going. So the dimensions of a rectangular floor are to the nearest 0.1 meters. Let me just quickly type something in chat. 1 second. Here's just. Hang on. Let me check how many people are still watching. Oh, still got 13 people. Pretty cool. 14 actually. Wow. Nice. All right, so let's keep going. So the dimensions of this. Anyone? I love upper and lower bounds. I don't trust you anymore. Why not? Big Badoink. Why don't you trust me with my love towards upper and lower bounds? I generally like upper and lower bounds. They're pretty fine. I like them. In general. Actually, no, I do. Upper and lower bounds, they're fine. So, work out the upper bound of pressure. This one is pretty straightforward. All we need to do to work out the upper bound for pressure is to find the upper bound for force, the lower bound for area, and divided by one another. They're so horrible. I hate them so much. Don't worry, Big Boy Doink. Let's go through it, and you'll find it pretty easy. Oh, I actually have. If we have extra time, and which we probably will, I'll give you a cool question on the maths server to try. For the maths. I'm not here. Duff Yoshi, your cool name, by the way. I'm not here for the maths. I'm drained today. Just wanted to say you've been very helpful during my GCSEs and keep up the good content, man. It's great. Have a good evening, man. You too. Thank you so much for your support. So let's go through this one. Like I said, in order to find the upper bound of pressure, we need to find the upper bound for force, the lower bound for area. So highest force, lowest area, then we need to divide them. So let's do it. So the dimensions of this rectangular floor are to the nearest 0.1 meters, meaning 2.6 like this, and 6.4 can have lower and upper bounds. Always just add 5 to the end. So for upper bound of 2.6, it will be 2.65. That's the upper bound. For lower bound, of 2.6, it will be 2.55. So for the upper bound, you always add a 5 at the end. For lower bound, you subtract like 1 and get 5. Basically, just do this. It's always like this. So 6.4 would therefore be for lower bound 6.35, and for upper bound it will be 6.45. So like I said before, we want to have the lowest bound area. So in order to find the lowest bound area, we need to do the lowest bound for width times the lowest bound for height or length, whatever. So we do 2.55 times 6.35 and that gets us low bound area. So LA stands for lower bound area. So we do 2.55 times 6.35, and what example? This is AQA. This is AQA. Is this maths B or maths A? What do you mean by is this maths B or maths A? How did you get grade 9 in maths? I don't know. I also got an A star in maths A levels. Pretty cool. I just like maths. I love it. So we find the lower bound for area, which is 16.1925 meters squared. That's your lower bound for area. Now, you want to find the upper bound for force. We are told that a force of 345 newtons is applied to the floor. The force is to the nearest 5 newtons. All right, so we need to find the upper and lower bounds for the force as well. So we start with 345, and we need to find the lower and upper bounds for the force. Anyone can give me the answer for finding the upper and lower bound for the force? Now I'll give you guys 10 seconds and then I'll just start speaking. Wait, is the person with the surgery supposedly still there? Do you guys think it's a bot or like a troll or something? Do you think I should kick them away from the server, the Discord server, the Astra S27, that one? Dragon Lol, what do you think? Is that a troll? Should I kick? Spooky Scary Skeleton, what do you think? If you're still in the live stream, that is. Otherwise, I've been speaking to air. 21.61 newtons per meter squared to 4 significant figures. Yes, perfect. Oh, well, actually, no. Wait, hang on. 46 should be. Upper bound 350, lower bound 340. Yes. Well done. Here is the troll. Okay, I'm gonna kick. Don't worry, I'm gonna kick. Delete previous ban. All right, done. They're gone. Gone for good. Nah, mediums, we can't take chances here because you remember what happened last. Oh, well, you weren't there for last time, but there was a troll who started doing weird things. Kick them out, 100% sure they ain't in surgery. I agree with that. They want attention. You don't know that. All right. All right, let's go. Let's keep going through this one. So force of 345 is applied to the floor. I want to find the upper and lower bound for this force. The lower bound will be 340. The upper bound will be 350. Because we're told to the nearest 5 newtons, sorry. 5 newtons. Actually, wait, hang on, no, I don't think so. I think it's, wait, upper and lower bounds, okay. Big Badoink, you got me. Upper and lower bounds can be a bit of a pain. This one I do not think, because look, the force is to the nearest 5 newtons. So therefore it should be, so 6.35, yes. 347, yes. If it is to the nearest 5 newtons, it's essentially we had something that was rounded up to 345. So it could have been, oh, for this one, yes, I remember now. You have to divide 5, which is your nearest 5 newtons, by 2, 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5, and then you subtract from whatever you have initially. You have initially 345, so you subtract, and you get 342.5. Whoops. So let's just do it. 345. You get 342.5 and add 2.5. So you add 345 plus 2.5. Yeah, this is the weird part of upper and lower bounds. 347.5. This is the weird bit about it's 347.5. Yes, Samurai, well done. Well done. So when you're told something like to the nearest 5 newtons or to the nearest 2 kilograms, what you got to do is you got to take this number, divide it by 2, and add it to your original number and also subtract it to get the lower and upper bounds. Samurai, I don't think, yes, your answer is correct. Samurai, well done, 21.46. So you corrected your answer. You had 6-1 before. But yeah, so now again, to find the upper bound for pressure, we got to do upper bound of force, which is 347.5, divided by the lower bound for area, which is 16.1925, etc., etc. And we will get final answer to be 21.46. Let me just double check on my calc. Yep. The final answer will be 21.46 newtons per meter squared. That's our upper bound pressure. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Let's move on. And this is almost the last question. We're nearly done, guys. Well done for sticking around throughout the whole paper. You guys are definitely getting good grades. Guarantee you that. So, let's go through this one. Show that BCDE is a parallelogram. Ooh, vectors. Vectors. Showing that BCDE is a parallelogram. Okay, let's think about first the properties of a parallelogram. A parallelogram will always have parallel lines like this. That's a parallelogram. So, what we need to show is that BCD, let me highlight it, BCDE. We need to show that this line is parallel to this line, and this line is parallel to this line. And do you guys remember how to show how to prove vectors are parallels? Yes, multiples of one another. Well done, Big Badoink. That's exactly how you show that vectors are parallel. You got to show that they're multiples of one another. So let's find BE, let's find ED, let's find CD, and let's find BE, and let's find CD, let's find ED, and let's find BC. Big Badoink, can you do, yes, no, this is not Excel, this is AQA. So let's find BE, let's find CD, let's find ED, and let's find BC. So BE, to get from B to E, we gotta go for the known roots. The known root is from B to A, and then from A to E. That's pretty straightforward. So we do A plus 2B. To get from C to D, we gotta go again the known root. So we're gonna go from C to E, and then from E to D, which means that we gotta go in reverse of minus B minus 2A. So because we're going in reverse direction, this vector is going this way, we're going in reverse, so we're going to do minus bracket B minus 2A. And then we're going to do minus again, because we're going in reverse direction, right? We're going this way, but the vector is pointing this way. So we're going to do minus another vector, A minus 3B. So overall, that is minus B plus 2A minus A plus 3B. And let's collect all the like terms. Minus B plus 3B, well, that's easy. That's just 2B. So remove this. And 2A minus A, well, that's just A. So CD is 2B plus A. Perfect, Big Badoink, you got the right answer. Then easy, to get from E to D, we got to go again the known root. So this way, from E to D, we got the vector straight away, but we're going in reverse, so it should be minus A minus 3B, which is minus A plus 3B. And finally, BC is we got to go from B Do we have BE? Yeah, we have BE already. So we can use our found vector BE to go from B to E and then from E to C. So what we can do is A plus 2B plus B minus 2A, which is 3B, hang on, not 3B, which is, 3B minus A. All right, there we have it. All the vectors are ready. So now we got to show that BE is a multiple of CD. So BE is a multiple of CD to prove that those two vectors are parallel. And that's exactly what we do. We show that, so imagine BE is A plus 2B, so that's BE. And CD is also A plus 2B. So obviously they are multiples of one another. And actually, as a matter of fact, BE is equals to CD because they're both A plus 2B, A plus 2B. They're both the same, therefore they're both multiples of one another, 1 to 1. Then we got to show that ED and BC are multiples as well. We know that ED is minus A plus 3B, and we know that BC is also minus A plus 3D, just written the other way around, 3B minus A. So once again, we show that ED is equals to BC. And that's it. So we show that both of these are multiples. That means that this is a parallel vector to this vector here, and this vector is parallel to this vector here. And that's it. That means that BEDC is a parallelogram. So we just proved it. So we can write a fancy word, QUED, which means as to be shown. Would you have to write a statement for it? No, you wouldn't have. Actually, would you have to write a statement? Yes, you would have to write a statement. So just say that BE is a scalar multiple of CD, ED is a scalar multiple of BC, which means that BE is parallel to CD, ED is parallel to BC, which means that BCDE is a parallelogram. Also, just a side point, even if BC was, say, like, instead of 3B minus A, let's say if it was 6B minus 2A, ED would still be parallel to BC, it just would be bigger. But then, actually, I won't go this way because that would mean it's not a parallelogram. No, forget this. So that's it. We just show that there's both multiples of one another. As a result, this is a parallelogram. All right, there we go. And let's do the final question. Is that the final question? Yep, it is. We want to solve, a nice algebra at the end. I missed algebra. This paper had nothing to do with algebra, which was pretty boring. I wish, you know what? Next time I'm going to stream, I'm going to choose specifically algebra questions because I love algebra. Algebra is my favorite. So, let's go through it. This one. Solve x over 4 minus 2x over x plus 2 equals to 1. Pretty easy. So let me just check if there are, how many people are still on YouTube, just so I can have a rough estimate. 15 people still. Wow, amazing. Thank you guys for sticking around, and well done. Well done for your hard work. Hopefully you've been following. Hopefully this was useful too. So let's go through this one quickly, and then we'll just gather our thoughts at the end. So give your solution to two decimal places. Pretty easy. All we have to do is first get rid of both of these fractions. In order to do that, we multiply everything by 4 first to get rid of this fraction, right? If we multiply everything by 4, we get x minus 8x over x plus 2 equals to 4. Then to get rid of this fraction, we're going to multiply everything by x plus 2. So we get x bracket x plus 2 minus 8x equals to 4 bracket x plus 2. Then we expand it out and we get x squared plus 2x minus 8x equals to 4x plus 8. Then we collect all the like terms and we get x squared 2x minus 8x, that's minus 6x. So let me remove this and write minus 6x. And then if you move the 4x to the left, it becomes minus 4x. Minus 6x minus 4x, that's minus 10x. And then we move the minus 8 to the left side again, and we get minus 8 is equals to 0. Now we are ready to just solve this. Could you cross multiply You could cross multiply. I was never really a fan of cross multiplication. I just did this, so cancelling out the fractions, but you totally could cross multiply for this one. All right, so we got this. Now we're ready to solve. Remember your quadratic formula, which is, think about this one. All right, I'll give it to you now. Minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a equals to x. So in order to find x, we just need to substitute BAC into our formula here. And just to reiterate, a typical, so all quadratic equations, they all follow the same format. It's ax squared plus bx plus c. So this is our c, this is our b, and this is our a, which is 1, because 1 times x. A is not 0, because if it was 0, 0 times x squared, well, that would just be 0, so it wouldn't exist. So that's why it has to be 1, because 1 times x squared is x squared. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's do it. Minus b, that means minus 10, which is just 10. So let's just write it. Minus 10, plus or minus square root minus 10 squared in brackets. Make sure you write the brackets to your calculator, otherwise your calculator will not give you the correct answer. Minus 4 times a times minus 8 over 2 times 1. And so we get x equals to, and let me just put this into my calculator. So 10 plus square root 10 squared minus 4 times 1 times minus 8 over 2 times 1. So x equals to 5 plus root 33, and x equals to, with the minus, 5 minus root 33, which to two decimal places, 5 minus root 33, that's minus 0.74 to 2 decimal places, to 2 dp, and this one is 5 plus root 33, that was 10.74 to 2 dp. Phew, that's it. There we have it. Ravish, well done. You got the answer, correct? 1074 and minus 0.74. Well done, Ravish. Correct answer. Anyone else got this answer? I assume everyone did. It's pretty straightforward, just a quadratic formula. And that's it. We just went through the whole paper 2 AQA. In reality, of course, we are going at a slow pace because I try to explain everything, but doing past papers should take, well, either within the time conditions or under the time conditions. So always try to push yourself further, try to literally speed run your papers. Firstly, good for time efficiency because you can, cram down more revision to less time. And yeah, just do more past papers because right now, this is literally the go-to thing if you want to get a good grade in maths. So just do past papers, topic questions, past papers. That's what I'm going to say. Thanks for the help. Really appreciate it. No problem, Dragon Lol. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for all your support, guys. Well done, everyone, today. By the way, I have no idea whether my stream will turn off because I'm using OBS. And like I said, this is a pretty complicated thing to use, but hopefully I'll manage to turn it off. All right, so well done, everyone. And I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow as well. But we welcome you all to our Discord. Whoever just joined or whoever is going to be joining, please feel welcome to join our Discord server. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for today. And I'll see you guys either tomorrow. Well, not even either. I'll actually, didn't I say I will do a live stream on Discord? We'll figure out. Just join Discord. I'll drop a message down and I'll speak to you guys soon. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for all your support and good luck on exams. Good luck with revision, and I'll see you guys later.